On December 28, 2014, at 5 a.m., Juanda International Airport in Surabaya, Indonesia, was starting another day of operations. Among the scheduled flights was AirAsia Flight 8501, making final preparations for its departure to Singapore Changi International Airport, scheduled for 5:24 a.m. The aircraft, an Airbus A320 with 6 years of service, was commanded by Irianto, a former combat pilot with 20,500 flight hours, 15,000 of which were on passenger planes. His co-pilot, Frenchman Rémy Emmanuel Plessel, had around 2,150 hours of flight experience. On board were also 5 other crew members and 155 passengers, totaling 162 people. At 5:34 a.m., Flight 8501 took off with a 10-minute delay. The expected flight duration was approximately 2 hours and 15 minutes, with adverse weather conditions on the horizon. The initial ascent proceeded without issues as the plane climbed to 32,000 feet. "11 minutes later, at 6 a.m., an alarm sounded in the cockpit, and a warning message appeared, indicating a fault in the rudder control system. The captain, following established procedures, reset the affected systems, successfully stabilizing the situation. At 6:11 a.m., the aircraft entered an area of severe storms. The captain requested permission from air traffic control to turn left and ascend to 38,000 feet to avoid the bad weather. ATC authorized the turn, but limited the climb to 34,000 feet due to other air traffic in the area. While the co-pilot was executing the turn at 6:13 a.m., the same fault reappeared. The captain repeated the reset procedure, temporarily restoring control. However, the error reoccurred several times within seconds. Frustrated, the captain decided to try a method he had observed on the ground: resetting the system's circuit breakers, a practice strictly prohibited during flight. The alarms multiplied, and the aircraft began to bank sharply to the left. The co-pilot managed to level the plane with a sudden turn to the right, but this maneuver severely disoriented him. Disoriented, the co-pilot thought the plane was descending and pulled the controls to raise the nose. The captain, realizing the mistake, ordered it down, but confusion and alarms persisted. The aircraft stalled and plunged uncontrollably at over 20,000 feet per minute. "45 minutes after takeoff, Flight 8501 disappeared from radar. The Airbus A320 had crashed into the Java Sea, leaving no survivors. Search and rescue operations began immediately, led by the Indonesian Civil Aviation Authority. On December 30th, the discovery of aircraft debris and bodies in the sea was confirmed. What exactly happened to Flight 8501? The black box analysis revealed that the rudder control system fault occurred 4 times. The first 3 were resolved by following protocol, but during the 4th incident, the decision to manipulate the circuit breakers caused a critical loss of the electrical system. Without a functional system, the plane sharply banked. The co-pilot's attempt to correct it led to spatial disorientation. Although the captain could have taken control, he did not due to extreme stress. The root cause of the problem was a crack in a solder joint, causing intermittent electrical disruptions. Prior to this flight, 23 similar faults had been recorded, but they were always resolved with simple resets on the ground without investigating the underlying issue. The investigation's recommendations focused on improving pilot training to prevent such errors in critical situations. Today, we honor the 162 lives lost on AirAsia Flight 8501. May their memory inspire safer skies and remind us of life's fragility.